Match number 6 would see our main event of the evening and some more championship action as the EWE heavyweight title would be put on the line in an open challenge. And who would answer that challenge? None other than Jack Torino and Dave Bavara taking on the champion, Damien. 3 Essex Rescue favourites in one match. Could not take it. Anyway, Bavara would come out. He'd steal my glasses. He'd wipe them all over himself. What's that about, David? You may be the Slam King. That's vile and disgusting. Bring it. I will get you next time. Anyway, Damien and Torino would join forces, attacking Bavara, sending him to the outside, and then them two would collide with the shoulders into each other. Torino may not be as tall as his fellow competitors. However, he is girthy Rhino for a reason. Now, Torino would go for the crossbody. He'd get caught. Bavara would pull Damien to the outside, and then Torino would hit the baseball slide to Damien. He'd manage to evade Bavara until Bavara would hit a crossbody. Now, Damien would... We'd see a chop exchange from the competitors involved. I was in heaven. These 3 men know how to chop. It was fantastic. So Torino, showing off his power, would actually hit a scoop slam on Bavara, and then he would kiss him. All 3 men would end up scoop slamming each other and exchanging kisses, much to the delight of the fans who were calling for it. Excuse me. Now, Damien would then scoop slam Bavara, and instead of offering him a kiss, he would just slap him, and then they'd all trade scoop slams. Eventually, Damien and Torino would hit a double team slam on Bavara. Then they'd argue over him, and then suplex him and hit some corner lariats. Now, Torino would get on top at this point, hitting some hip attacks to both men, but Damien would respond with a Samoan drop to Torino, then a huge lariat to Bavara to send him outside, and then he'd hit a drop kick through the ropes to Torino, who was on the outside. Then Damien would deliver some of those brutal chops to Bavara, and then he would hold Jack Torino in front of me. Sorry, girthy Rhino, I had to do it. I chopped Jack Torino. Yeah, sorry. I've chopped myself a girthy Rhino now. One to add to the collection. And the action would spill upstairs into the fans. We'd actually see Bavara would throw Damien into the mirror. And then Torino would hit a moonsault to wipe out the pair of them. He'd head up back inside the ring. He'd head up to the second turnbuckle. He'd hit a spear to Bavara. Then Damien would head up top. He'd hit a flying lariat to Torino. David Bavara thought he had things won, hitting the black hole slam on Damien, but Torino would fly to break up the count. He'd then hit a 450 to Bavara for a near fall of his own as Damien would break this up. Then Damien would hit his finisher to Torino to pick up the pinfall victory and retain his title. What an epic, choking on my own words there, what an epic way to finish the evening. This was carnage, chaos, absolutely phenomenal, hard-hitting triple threat between these 3 bruisers. You know, no other way to say it. These 3 men just absolutely annihilated each other. Chops galore. We saw kisses. You know, I got to chop Torino. It was just an absolutely fantastic, barnstorming, brutalistic match. Just, what a main event it was. Honestly, these 3 men absolutely killed it out there. Bavara came up short, but, you know, he's still got his own championship. You know, he held his own note against 2 very tough, established superstars in Damien and Torino. You know, the Slam King is getting about. He got to prove that he could hold, hang with the best of them, and he just came up short in this one. But that happens in a 3-way. You know, but great showing from Bavara. Absolutely love seeing him in action. Now, Torino, I may have chopped you, still love you. Absolutely fantastic superstar that you are. You know, you held your own against 2 bigger opponents, absolutely pushed them right to the very limits. And I did honestly think that Torino had it won with that 450 splash. I thought Damien was out of it at that point, but he ended up being the victim to Damien. But what a match and what a showing from Torino. Now, Damien, we all know how much I love myself, the sexy demon, sexy by name, sexy by nature. He's he's just demonic through and through. But he's, as much as he's a demon, he is even sexier than he is demonic. But what a great showing from him. That finisher was absolutely brutal. Always tough when you've got two opponents trying to take your title. But what a fantastic three-way match it was. What a fantastic triple threat. What a fantastic way to finish the evening. If you ever get a chance to see any of these three fantastically gifted, brutal superstars in action, I thoroughly recommend you do so for yourselves.